Hey y'all, Fantasy Flight just sent me the Qui-Gon Legends of the Force Spotlight deck, so let's crack it open, see what's inside, and talk about the cards. Now, if you watch the mall opening, then you know that these are the products that have replaced like the two-player starter decks. Instead, it's a one deck that is fully built out. It comes with a pack, but it's supposed to be a little bit more competitive than the two-player starter decks were. So let's crack it open. So we get a sealed pack. We'll open that here at the end. I'm going to put that here this time. Learn from the last one. Also, this is one of the new mats from this set, which I just opened a lot of cardboard on top of it, but it's kind of like the swoo patterning, but it also has like zone spots and everything. So that's kind of cool. And I always forget that I have to open the bottom to get the deck out. It also comes with cardboard damage tokens as well as an initiative counter and an epic action marker. Let's crack this thing open. I'm excited. I really like Qui-Gon. I think he's a really fun character. So let's see what he can do. Qui Con Jinn is a cunning heroism unit. You can use the Force. The Force is a binary resource. You either have the Force or you do not. There's a couple ways to get the Force we'll go over. So we can use the Force. Return a friendly non-leader unit to its owner's hand. You can pay a non-villainy unit that costs less than the return unit from your hand for free. So you're bouncing out units to play them again. Now, I've seen this leader before and my brain hurts figuring it out, but I know that he has a lot of like win plate abilities, and so like you're going to be able to trigger those. But then whenever you bounce a unit back, you heal all the damage, and then you can play it again next turn. So if you like play a 2-drop on turn 2, you attack with the 2-drop, you bounce it back and play a 1-drop. I don't know. My brain hurts, but I'm excited to see. You know what? Screw it. Let's put Qui-Gon right here, and we'll just use the mat. Oh yeah, on 6 resources as an epic action, you can deploy him. He comes in as a ground unit at a 4/7. Then, when this unit completes an attack, you may return a friendly non-leader unit to its owner's hand. Pay a non-villainy unit exactly the same. So, cool stuff. 4/7 on a 6 is not the most exciting stat line. I find myself just leaning towards leaders that deploy on 5 more and more. We are playing a green deck, or a green base. It's 28 health base. When a friendly Force unit attacks, the Force is with you, which means that you get the Force. There's a Force token in here. You either have the Force or you don't have the Force. Put the Force right there. We got a experience and a shield. So here are the 2 new pieces of art for this set, and let's dive into it. Alright, I'm pumped. First up, we got Maz. She's from the Shadows, yeah, so she's from set 2. I don't even remember what it's called right now. SHD. Oh, yeah, so she's from set 2, Maz Cantina. No. Kanata. I read that as Cantina, and I've always thought of it as Cantina, but here we are. So it's a 1-cost 1/1. Whenever you play another unit, you can give an experience token to this unit, which is going to be really fun when you're popping all of these units back and playing multiple of them every single turn with Qui-Gon's ability. That's going to be fun. Oh, that'll be really fun. Maz is going to get crazy big. Ah, nice. Cool. Got Ahsoka from the Jump to Lightspeed set. 4-cost Cunning Heroism. 3/5. When played, an opponent discards a card from their hand. If it's a unit, you may exhaust a unit. Nasty stuff. We got Luke Skywalker from this set. He's a 4-cost Heroism only. He's a 3/5. When you play another unique unit, you may use the Force. If you do, give an experience token and a shield token to this unit. Oh, well, that's kind of fascinating. I like that a lot. Huh. So he can go up to a 4/6 shielded unit after you... Oh, yeah. Fascinating. Okay, so what I'm thinking about, on turn 4, resource turn 4, right? So we attack in, say we have Maz and Luke on the table. We attack in with a 3-cost unit. That's a force unit. We get the force. We then can use the force, return that unit to our hand, play another unit, and if it's a unique unit, we get an experience token, shield. Okay. The combos seem really fun. I think I will enjoy. I just need reps with Qui-Gon to like understand the flow of it a little bit better. We got a rare 6-cost command heroism Luminous Beings. Put up to 3 force units from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck in a random order. Give that many units +4/+4 for this phase. Ooh! Ooh! Alrighty. Coming in hot. 4 +4/+4. It could be up to a +12/+12. That could be pretty significant. Now, I don't know how many times you're going to have 3 units on the board, but, I mean, if you're running tokens, like, my Rex deck would actually probably really like this. I don't have any force units in the Rex deck. If you're running tokens, you could really have fun with that. Got Sneak Attack. You know it, you love it. 2-cost Cunning. Play a unit from your hand. Costs 3 less. Enters play ready. At the end of the regroup phase, defeat it. That's pretty fun. So you can... all of these that are like when you play a unit, you're getting benefit off of playing those units. It's from set 1. We got our first special card, which means that this card you can only find in this Spotlight pack, or if you get lucky and you find it as a holo in a normal pack. Anakin Skywalker is a 1/1/1 hidden shielded. Shielded means you prevent the next source of damage, and hidden is the new keyword in this set. It cannot be attacked the turn it enters play. And so if you're bouncing this with Qui-Gon and you're putting this into play multiple times, it's always hidden and it's always shielded, and it's a force unit which you can continuously use to attack to get and maintain the force. Because you should always be able to attack with it unless they hard control it out. Because it cannot be attacked, then it's shielded, so even if they do attack into it, it pops the shield first. Nice. That's cool. Annie. We got a Refugee of the Path. There are 3 of these in the deck. It's a 1-cost, 0/3. When played, you may give a shield token to a unit with Sentinel. Nice. We don't have any Sentinels yet, but I assume we will here soon. It is a force unit, so it does generate, and I talked about this in the last set, but this little like watermark. So if you look at Maz, who does not have the force trait, there's that little watermark in the text box of the card that denotes that it's a force unit. Literally just there to help you key in and understand that yes, this is a force unit. It doesn't have any mechanic benefits or doesn't do anything mechanically. It's just there to help you quickly see, do you have a force unit? Okay, Refugee of the Path. We got Curious Flock. We got 3 of these. This is a 1-cost 1/1. When played, pay up to 6 resources for each resource to pay this way. Give an experience token to this unit. So that's pretty fun. So at 6, if you pay effectively 7, it would be a 7/7 for 7. It's kind of interesting. I don't hate it, mainly because it's okay-ish value up to like, I don't know, 5. But then it is a creature, and there's a lot of creature synergy in this set. So kind of fun. I think it's going to be a really solid, like, a limited play, like sealed in draft. I think that'll work pretty well. R2 from Twilight. Love this card. It's a 2-cost. 2/4. When played, discard the top. You may discard a card from your hand. If you do, search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card and draw it. Nice. Got a Youngling Padawan. 2-cost. 2/3 force unit. When played, the force is with you. Oh, that's cool. So you don't start with the force, but if you play this, you get the force, and then you can use the force, and then you can attack with it on turn 2 and get the force again. Ah, nice. I feel like that's gonna be pretty good, assuming that the force is a mechanic that we see a good bit of in Premier play. But I feel like that's gonna be a way to maintain and get the force back. Alrighty. We got ObiWan Kenobi. This is a special card from the Qui-Gon pack. 3-cost, 3/5. When you play a force unit, including this one, this unit gains Sentinel for the phase. Very cool. Okay. So a 3 for a 3/5 is decent stats, right? Like there's not a ton of cards in there that hit that level of stat line. Force unit, which is really important. Jedi, which is really important. And it does get Sentinel, which could be a blessing or a curse. But if you have Refugee of the Path out, now it just is going to bump up. No, that's not how that works. But whenever you play Refugee of the Path, which you could by popping something back to your hand, because it costs 1, you're going to be able to play it. And you can give a shield token to Obi-Wan. That's cool. And it's also Force, so, oh, that's cool. So if you have Obi-Wan on the table, you play Refugee of the Path, it gets a shield and a +1/+1. And Sentinel. And it has a shield. That's annoying. That's really fun. Alright. We got Maz. Another copy of Maz. Look at that. This Maz is from our Legends of Force set. 3 cost, 3/4. When played, you may attack with a Force unit. It gets +2/+0 for the attack. Solid. Got a lot of ground units, apparently. Here's our first space unit. J-type Nubian Starship. It's a 3 cost, 2/4. When played, you draw a card. So, and then when defeated, discard a card from your hand. That's interesting. So, when played, which you can play it, and then next turn you can pop it and play a 2 cost, and then on turn 4, resource turn 4, you can pop the 4 and play the 3 cost again. I don't know, the timing is weird, but you're gonna just be able to play and draw cards over and over again if you're popping it with Qui-Gon, which is pretty cool. Got the Jedi Sentinel. Got it's not Ahsoka, but it looks like Ahsoka. 4 cost, 5/4. When the Force is with you, this unit gets Sentinel. You don't have to use the Force, you just have to have the Force, and it's a Sentinel. 5/4 is a interesting stat line for a Sentinel. It's probably going to die to anything that attacks into it. Maybe not on a turn 3 drop, or from a turn 3 drop, but on turn 5, when this is ready, it's probably going to die by any attack. But Refugee of the Path, if you play it out as a shield, that's kind of cool. Paladin Training Corvette, 5 cost, 3/5. When played, you may give an experience token to each up to 3 Force units. I like the idea. Don't know how many times we're going to have 3 Force units on the table. Feel like feels win more to me. Never have that many units ever. But again, kind of seems fun with a lot of tokens, right? So nope, the tokens aren't forced. Never mind, ignore me. We got another special card. We got our Qui-Gon Aether Sprites. This is a 5 cost, 3/6. On attack, the next time you use a wind plate ability, you may use that ability again. Now that's pretty cool. So if you're getting all of these wind plate abilities, drawing cards, attacking with a forced unit, oh, that's a fun combo. So if you attack here with Qui-Gon, now again we need a lot of units on the board for this to happen. Attack, you play Maz, either just by paying resources or using Qui-Gon's ability to pop her in player. Then you can attack with 2 force units for +4. That'd be a fun swing. We got the Stinger Mantis. 5 cost, 4/6. When played, you may deal 2 damage to an exhausted unit. Alrighty, so we got some more synergy here. So Qui-Gon, you play on resource 5, you attack. Next turn, you can play the Stinger. When played, deal 4 damage to an exhausted unit. That's cool. Deepa Bilia, 6 cost, Force Jedi Republic traded, 5/7 with Ambush and Saboteur. Do we have any other units that are Ambush and Saboteur on the same? Oh, I guess that's like really fascinating if you need to take out some, oh, this is a cool card. If you need to take out, with Ambush you can't attack the base, but if you needed to take out like Anakin and there's a Sentinel out, you can ignore the Sentinel and attack into any of their units. That's mean. I like it. That's fun. You got Keller Ran, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Beck. 7 cost, 7/7. When played, search the top 7 cards of your deck for a unit, reveal it, and play it. It costs 3 less. It's almost, you give it Ambush, it's Vader from set 1, right? But think they realized how good Vader was. But yeah, so 7/7 on a 7-drop, as strong as the Curious Flock, if anyone's curious. But you do get to go play a. Reveal it and play it, and it costs 3 less. So you could actually pick something that is like the Jedi Sentinel and play it for 1. That's interesting. That's different than Vader, because Vader you're putting found cards into play, whereas here, if you play a Maz and then you play a Curious Flock and a Refugee of the Path, Maz then gets. No, it's just 1 unit. Never mind. I'm trying to break the game, and the designers are 5 steps ahead of me, unfortunately. We got the Droid Suppressor. So exploit 2, we can sack up to 2 units to discount this by 2 for every unit we destroy. It's a 4/7 when played, exhaust an enemy ground unit. Double that up with the Aether Sphere if we wanted to. That could be kind of fun. And we got Qui-Gon Jinn's Lightsaber. I love lightsabers. 2 cost, +3/+1 static buff. It is a special card, so you can only find it in this pack. When played, if the attached unit is Qui-Gon Jinn, you may exhaust any number of units with a combined cost of 6 or less. That's cool. And it also does work with the Aether Sphere, so you can do 6 unit or cost of 6 units or less, and then again. +3/+1 with Qui-Gon makes him a 7/8, which is pretty exciting. I like the lightsaber. I'm also probably just gonna throw the lightsaber onto the Padawan here. That seems pretty good. Or heck, Refugee of the Path. Or Anakin. Next up, we got Impossible Escape. This is a 1-cost cunning event. You may either exhaust your friendly unit or use the Force. If you do either, exhaust an enemy unit and draw. If you do either, exhaust an enemy unit and draw a card. Cool. There are going to be some things that I just don't necessarily care if they are ready or not. So that could be kind of nice. 1-cost exhaust. Then the last card in the starter deck is the Will of the Force. We're going to return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. You may use the Force. If you do, that player discards a random card from their hand, returning non-leader unit to its owner's hand. So it's a waylay with card destruction, hand destruction as well. Cool stuff. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I think Qui-Gon will be one of those that I just need to play. It'll be fun to see. I feel like it'll be fun to try and disrupt as well, because I feel like if Qui-Gon doesn't have a unit, he's kind of out of luck. And so if you play Heart Control against Qui-Gon, you're going to feel fairly good, because then you can't use his ability. Or maybe, I don't know, he can sneak attack stuff in at that point. Cool stuff. I like Qui-Gon. I like both of them. I like Qui-Gon and Maul. I think both of them were pretty fun. But let's open up our booster pack and see what's going on. We got Kanan Jerus. This is a rare leader, which is kind of fun. As an action, we could spend a resource to give a shield token to a creature or a specter unit. And then if we control 6 or more, we can deploy him. He's a 3/6 shielded. While you control another creature or specter unit, this unit gets +2/+2. I love specters. I love rebels. So I'm looking forward to building a Kanan deck. We got a Hyperspace Crystal Caves. Look at that. Rare and a Hyperspace. Oh, look at these. The Balin Ahsoka packs may be lucky. Blue Squadron Assault Wing. It's a 5-cost 5/5 raid 1 +1 when attacking. Alright. Force Slow. It's not the Force Throw, it's the Force Slow. Give an exhausted unit -8, -0 for this phase. That's kind of fascinating, because if you have like an exhausted unit that is a Sentinel with a high attack, like the Jedi Sentinel here, just give it -8. -8 is insane. -8 is such a high minus. I don't know if you needed it that high. Got a Curious Flock. The Tauntaun. When defeated, you may give a shield token to a damaged non-vehicle unit. 3-cost 3/3. Okay. To a damaged non-vehicle unit. That's so hard to set up. The Cartel Interceptor, 3 cost, 2/3, raid 2. Alright, a little bit of aggro coming in. I like it. Exegol Patroller, 2 cost, 3/1 overwhelm. Hilarious stat line. Alright. Grappling Guardian, 7 cost, 3/9. When played, you may defeat a space unit with 6 or less remaining HP. 3 stat line is tough. Non-vehicle, so you can throw a lightsaber on it if you want it. I like the idea of throwing lightsabers onto the Purgle, but it is just like a nice like hard control as well. Space unit with 6 or less is a little bit limited, but you're probably fine. Maybe a sideboard option. Thrall of the Coven. We saw this in Maul's deck. It's a 5/3/7 raid 3. This is going in my Grand Inquisitor deck tonight. Village Tender, 1/1/3 hidden, meaning that it cannot be attacked on the turn that it was played, and restore 1. When it attacks, heal 1 damage from your base. Nice. Just saw this. No, we didn't. Just kidding. We saw it in the last pack that we opened in the other video. Play a force unit from your hand against ambush. The next time it would be dealt damage this phase, prevent 2 of that damage. Really cool getting ambush outside of command into cunning, and then also the prevention of 2 damage is really, really important there. Because if you can ambush and keep that unit, oof, you're feeling pretty good. Turret. This was in the Maul deck as well, which is kind of weird. It's a 4 cost, 3/5 Sentinel. When it's attacked, you can use the Force to give the attacker -2. Then we got Vaney. It's a 2 cost, 2/4. Interesting stat line. Pretty solid. Same as like R2 over here. When played and on attack, you may defeat an experience token on a friendly unit. If you do, give an experience token to a friendly unit. Huh. Interesting. Our rare card is Premonition of Doom. This is the next time you take the initiative this phase, exhaust all units. Huh. It's a little bit of a ramp card almost, right? Like if you play this, if you're really hoping to get to turn 7 and you're playing against like an aggro go wide deck, which is, you know, play this card, take the initiative, exhaust everything that they have. I don't know if I'm playing it on resource turn 3. I don't think that that's necessarily worth it. But if they have like gone wide and you just like, it is a heroism card, so you can't like use Super Laser Blast. You can't play this on turn 7 and then claim initiative and Super Laser Blast. Interesting. Feels like this would be really good in Villainy. Maybe it's an Anakin card. The new Anakin this set has, you can play Villainy events by using the Force. Interesting. Hollow is a precarious predicament. Yeah, it is. Return an enemy non-leader unit to its owner's hand. Unless the controller says, it could be worse. If they do, you may play a card named Worse from your hand or resources for free. I'm pretty sure it just says defeat that unit. Don't actually remember. Don't love it, but I think it's fun. And there you go. That was the Qui-Gon Jinn Spotlight deck from the Legends of Force. Thank you, Fantasy Flight Games, for sending this over to me to take a look at. I'm excited to sink my teeth into the new set. I think it's going to be a really fun set, both in Limited and in Premiere, and also in Twin Suns. I really do like me some Twin Suns. But yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out. Until next time, see you around. Peace.